You're 200 miles from land. The ocean stretches endlessly outside your cabin window, calm and silent. But deep inside the ship, another world is wide awake. Flashing lights, spinning reels, and cheers that sound just a little too perfect. Welcome to the cruise ship casino, the only place at sea where time disappears, odds shift like the tide, and luck isn't always what it seems. Behind the laughter and the jackpots lies a system built with precision, psychology, design, and data, all engineered to make sure the house never truly sleeps. Former casino workers have started to talk, and what they reveal changes everything you thought you knew about gambling at sea. Because out here, the rules are different. There's no state commission, no oversight, no daylight, just an ocean of opportunity for the casino, not always for you. In the next few minutes, you'll see how cruise casinos manipulate sound, light, and emotion to keep you spinning, and how a handful of insiders learned to break free. This is Cruise Ship Casinos Exposed, what they don't want you to know. You step onto a casino floor, and before you even sit down, the machines are already working against you. Not through luck, not through fate, but through design. Every flashing light, every chime, every near miss is part of a system fine-tuned over decades to make you feel like you one spin away from winning, even when you're not. Now imagine the same system on a cruise ship, isolated, surrounded by ocean, where time blurs and temptation hums through every corridor. Former casino staff have come forward to share what most passengers never suspect. Some machines on these ships are designed to keep payouts far tighter than anything on land. And here's the part that stings. You'll never know which ones they are. I once spoke with a cruise slot host who said, "Our job isn't to make people win. It's to make them believe they can." That's the real secret. It's not cheating, it's psychology. By the end of this video, you'll know which machines insiders avoid, how the system manipulates your emotions, and how smart players flip the odds just enough to walk away a winner. Don't chase wins, chase information. Knowledge is the only edge the house can't control. Have you ever wondered which slot machines are designed never to pay out? Let's start there. Every casino floor tells a story, if you know how to read it. Step back for a moment and picture that glowing maze of machines. Rows of flashing screens, swirling colors, digital jackpots pulsing like a heartbeat. None of it is random. Casino designers spend millions studying how your eyes move, how your brain reacts to sound, and how to keep you in your seat a little longer. Former floor techs say the cruise ship version is even tighter. Why? Because space at sea is limited. Every slot has to earn its floor spot. Low-performing machines are pulled fast. The ones that make the most money, the high-hold models, get prime placement near walkways and bars. The machines that seem busiest? They're often the stingiest. And here's the kicker. Cruise casinos aren't regulated by the same state gaming commissions that land-based casinos are. They operate in international waters under maritime law. That means payout percentages can quietly dip below the standards you see in Vegas or Atlantic City. But you can still outsmart the setup. Pro player move. Always look for the newest machines tucked away from heavy foot traffic. Cruise lines often test better payout settings there to lure players in. Ever notice how the most exciting sounds always come from the middle of the room? That's not luck, it's design. And in the next chapter, you'll learn how that sound controls your behavior without you realizing it. If you've ever felt a rush from the sound of coins clinking, or the digital version of it, you've already experienced the casino's most powerful weapon, sound design. Cruise ship casinos master this art because sound travels differently at sea. There's no city noise, no distractions. Just that hypnotic blend of bells, cheers, and near-win jingles that keep your brain chasing one more spin. Former casino engineers admit that machines are tuned to celebrate even small wins, sometimes even losses disguised as wins. You bet $1, win back 40 cents, and it still plays a victory tune. That's deliberate. Your brain releases dopamine, rewarding you for what's technically a loss. Multiply that by hundreds of passengers a night, and the casino doesn't need big jackpots. It thrives on tiny hits that keep you spinning. On cruise ships, these sensory cues are intensified. The air feels cooler, the lighting warmer, and the music never stops. The rhythm mimics your heartbeat when you're excited. You stay alert, awake, engaged. Here's what smart players know. Silence is your secret weapon. Pro player move. When the noise gets too loud, step back. Count your spins, not your wins. Clarity breaks the trance faster than luck ever will. Ever noticed how you can never quite find your way out of a casino? That's not by accident, it's by architecture. Cruise ship casinos are masterclasses in controlled navigation. With limited space on board, designers create layouts that feel endless, twisting you through loops of flashing opportunity until you forget which direction leads to the bar, the elevator, or the exit. Ex-casino planners call it the maze effect. Machines with the highest profit margins are placed in bottlenecks, tight walkways where you can T-pass without brushing by a screen that flashes a bonus round. Even the carpets are designed in swirls and waves that subconsciously slow your walking speed. Every detail, down to the smell of the air, is calibrated to keep you anchored to your seat. A former cruise casino supervisor once said, "If you can see the exit, you're in the wrong section." That's because the most profitable areas are the hardest to escape. Players linger. Drinks flow. Time vanishes. Pro player move. Before you start playing, walk the floor once without gambling. Know which areas have older machines, lower noise, and fewer interruptions. Those zones are where tighter hold machines usually hide, because people there stay longer without noticing the drain. You've seen them all, slots themed after your favorite TV shows, movies, or even rock bands. Bright faces, familiar music, and nostalgia-soaked imagery calling you in. But here's the secret insider's whisper. Those branded machines are emotion traps. Casino designers know familiarity builds trust. If you love Wheel of Fortune or Game of Thrones, you already feel connected to that machine before you even spin. Cruise ship casinos lean hard on this psychology because passengers are in a relaxed, vacation mindset. You're surrounded by comfort, fun, and indulgence. Your guard is down. Former slot techs have confirmed that licensed or themed machines often carry higher hold percentages, meaning they pay back less over time compared to generic models. Why? Because players stay longer for the entertainment, not the odds. The lights, the music, the catchphrases, they're designed to keep you emotionally invested. You're not playing numbers anymore. You're chasing feelings. I once saw a player spend 3 hours on a friend's slot just because it felt lucky. That's the illusion, comfort disguised as chance. Avoid branded machines if your goal is to stretch your bankroll. Stick to simpler, classic slots without movie tie-ins. They usually offer better return percentages. Step inside any cruise ship casino, and you'll notice something strange. There are no clocks, no windows, no sense of night or day. That's not an oversight, it's strategy. Casinos learned long ago that when players lose track of time, they stay longer and spend more. On land, that's powerful. At sea, it's absolute. Cruise casinos are floating bubbles where time simply doesn't exist. You could walk in after dinner and emerge 4 hours later without realizing the ship has crossed an entire time zone. The lighting is carefully engineered to stay warm and steady, never signaling fatigue. Even the air conditioning is calibrated to keep your body comfortable enough to forget about sleep. Former cruise attendants admit they track player sessions by drink orders and bet amounts, not by the clock. If they're still tipping the server, they're still awake, one said. It's part of the illusion. Always make you feel like it's the perfect moment for one more spin. Before you sit down, set a timer on your phone or watch. When it goes off, stand up, no matter what. Time awareness is your greatest shield against the casino's silent weapon. Luck. That's the word casinos love most and understand best. But on a cruise ship, luck is a carefully managed illusion. When you sit down at a slot machine in international waters, you're not playing under the same rules that govern casinos in Nevada or New Jersey. Those land-based venues must disclose and maintain specific payback percentages. Cruise ships don't. According to former shipboard technicians, cruise casinos often operate on flexible payout settings that can be adjusted between voyages. The machines can be legally reprogrammed when the ship docks, then tightened once it's at sea. Think about that. Your luck can literally change with the tide. A former casino host once said, "We can't rig the reels, but we can tune the rhythm." That means altering how often a win appears and how big it feels. The screen lights up, the sounds erupt, but your actual return may barely move. It's not illegal, it's brilliant psychology. Treat cruise ship slots as entertainment, not investment. If you must play, do it early in the trip. Casinos sometimes loosen settings during the first night or two to hook new players. Every time you insert your player card into a slot machine, You're giving the casino more than your name. You're giving them data. Cruise ship casinos use these loyalty programs to track every spin, wager, and pattern of play. It's marketed as a way to earn free drinks or bonus credits, but in reality, it's a player tracking system fine-tuned to study your habits. Former casino hosts reveal that this data decides how you're treated on board. If you play steadily without hitting cash outs, you're flagged as consistent action, a dream customer. The casino will send you complimentary drinks or small credits, keeping you right where they want you, loyal and predictable. Your player data even influences which machines are recommended to you. On some ships, the floor host's handheld terminal can show which guests have been cooling off, prompting them to send encouragement. A friendly smile, a lucky charm, or a free spin offer. It's personal psychology disguised as hospitality. Use your player card only when chasing perks you truly value, like discounted rooms or future cruise credits. Otherwise, play anonymously for shorter bursts. Don't feed the system your rhythm. The lights flash, the music hums, and then another free drink appears beside you. Cruise ship casinos understand something fundamental. The more relaxed you are, the less precise your decisions become. Alcohol isn't just a courtesy, it's a catalyst. Former bartenders on cruise lines admit they're trained to pace the pour. The goal isn't to get players drunk fast. It's to keep them in that perfect zone between buzzed and uninhibited. A mild blur of judgment means you'll take bigger risks, stay longer, and worry less about losses. And because you're in vacation mode, you rarely notice how many hours or dollars have slipped by. Even the air in cruise casinos plays a part. Subtle fragrances, vanilla, citrus, even ocean mist, are diffused through vents to boost mood and reduce fatigue. It's a multisensory design meant to keep you comfortable, content, and compliant. One former cruise casino host once said, "Our job wasn't to make guests win, it was to make them feel like winners." That illusion keeps you spinning. Order your drink before playing, not during. Sip slowly, stay hydrated, and set a cash limit before the first spin. Clear thinking is your greatest defense. Few things are more exciting than seeing a bonus round trigger, or almost trigger. That flashing animation, the heartbeat thump, the rush of almost winning. It's engineered perfectly. But what most players don't realize is that near wins are the casino's quietest weapon. Cruise ship slot developers designed those sequences to mimic the same neurological response as a real win. When two bonus symbols land and the third just misses, your brain releases dopamine, rewarding anticipation rather than outcome. That's how they keep you spinning. You're emotionally rewarded for almost winning. Psychologists call it intermittent reinforcement. It's the same method used in mobile games and social media. But here, it's tied to your money. The unpredictability makes it addictive, especially when combined with the isolation of a cruise ship. You can just walk outside to clear your head. You surrounded by the same glowing invitation every night. Former slot techs say some machines even adjust near-win frequency to keep players engaged longer. It's legal, but it's manipulative. When you hit multiple near wins in a row, that's your cue to cash out, not keep chasing. The machine has already done its job. Step away before excitement turns into compulsion. You've probably seen it, a flashing screen, an announcement over the intercom. Congratulations to our lucky jackpot winner. Everyone cheers, phones come out, and the casino floor buzzes with new energy. But here's what ex-casino workers quietly reveal. Those moments aren't just celebrations, they remarketing. Cruise ship casinos thrive on perception. When one player wins, a dozen others feel inspired to try their luck. But what most don't realize is that the jackpot isn't always a massive payout. Often, it's a mid-tier bonus framed with dramatic flair. Some ships even time these announcements during slower hours to reignite interest. A former casino host shared this. "We'd never lie about a win, but we'd absolutely amplify it. Screens might flash longer, music might play louder, and attendants would make sure everyone nearby noticed." It's social proof in its purest form. If someone's winning, you could too. It's a psychological nudge that turns observers into participants. The more excitement they generate, the more machines start spinning again. Don't get pulled into the hype. Real jackpot winners don't need to convince you they won. You'll see it on their face, not on a screen. Celebrate their luck, but don't confuse it with your odds. Every casino player has heard the myths. That machine's due for a win. Someone just hit. Now it's cold. Play late at night. The odds are better. These sayings float through every cruise ship casino like gospel truth. But insiders know the truth. Slot machines don't have memory, patterns, or moods. They have math. Each spin is a random number generator, RNG, calculation, totally independent of the one before. The hot and cold myth is just how your brain tries to find patterns in chaos. Cruise ship casinos know this. They even reinforce it. Machines display streaks, last win stats, or bonus histories to make you feel like the outcome is predictable. It's a perfect illusion, comforting, but false. Former slot attendants laugh when players ask which machine is ready to pop. One said, "If I knew that, I wouldn't be working here." The truth is, every machine is built to pay back less than it takes in over time. The house edge isn't emotional, it's mathematical. Don't chase patterns, track payouts. Watch which machines quietly pay smaller wins more often. Those are your best entertainment bets. Play for duration, not domination. And speaking of myths, there's one more that keeps players hooked, the idea that luck can be earned. In the next chapter, we'll talk about mindset, the one difference that separates the gambler from the strategist. Here's the biggest secret former casino staff will tell you. The smartest players don't chase luck, they manage it. They understand that casinos, especially those at sea, aren't places to beat the system, but to play within it. Cruise ship slots aren't enemies. They're entertainment machines wearing a crown of illusion. A pro-level mindset starts with control. Every spin should be intentional. You're not trying to win back losses or catch a hot streak. You're buying moments of excitement on your terms. The difference between a casual player and a disciplined one is simple: emotion. The casino feeds it. You regulate it. I once met a regular cruiser who walked into the casino every night with the same plan. $100, 30 minutes, and one drink. Win or lose, she left when the timer buzzed. Over 10 cruises, she said she'd won peace of mind, not money. That's the mindset casinos can't defeat. Set a mission before you play. Fun first, profit second. The moment the joy fades, walk away. You've already beaten the house at its own psychological game. Because in the end, the real win isn't on the reels, it's in your resolve. So, what have we really uncovered? Cruise ship casinos aren't magical portals of luck. They're precision-engineered environments built to blur time, emotion, and logic. Every sound, every light, every free drink is a calculated invitation to stay just a little longer. But now, you see the pattern for what it is. You re not just another passenger following the glow, you re the one walking through it with open eyes. Here's the truth every ex-casino worker eventually admits. The house doesn't need to cheat to win. It only needs players to forget why they're there. When you shift from chasing to observing, from reacting to deciding, you step outside the design. You play for control, not surrender. On your next cruise, remember the blueprint. Don't trust theme machines. Track your time, not your wins. Play early, leave early, and never mistake entertainment for income. Cruise casinos can be thrilling, but they're only dangerous when you play blind. Knowledge is your currency now, and it pays far more than luck ever could. Before you spin, ask yourself one question. Am I playing the game, or is the game playing me? As the ship sails into the open sea and the casino lights flicker behind you, take a moment to appreciate what you've really learned. You didn't just uncover a few tricks or hacks. You exposed the psychology of one of the most sophisticated entertainment systems on the planet. Cruise ship casinos are marvels of design. They blend engineering, neuroscience, and emotion into a seamless experience that feels spontaneous, but isn't. Yet knowledge transforms the experience. Once you understand how the system works, you can still enjoy the thrill, the sound, the tension, but now you're in charge. Winning, in the real sense, means leaving with clarity, not confusion. It means spending what you intended, walking away when you planned, and enjoying every second on your own terms. That's real control. That's real victory. So the next time you step into that glowing room at sea, remember this series of truths. Every spin is random, every win is rare, and every decision is yours. You can play the game for fun, but never let it play you for profit. Treat gambling like a show. When the curtain closes, applaud, smile, and walk away satisfied. The house might own the floor, but you own the choice. If you made it this far, you're already ahead of 99% of players. Stay smart, stay steady, and as always, play like a pro. Before you click away, remember this. Knowledge like this doesn't just make you a smarter player. It changes how you see casinos forever. The next time you step onto a cruise ship, you'll recognize the sounds, the layout, the lights, and you'll smile because you'll know exactly what they're trying to do. You won't fall for it. You'll use it. That's what Casino Pro is all about, turning curiosity into confidence. Every episode, we break down the psychology, the myths, and the insider tricks casinos use to keep players spinning. And if you've made it this far, you're clearly one of the few who actually want to play smarter, not harder. So here's your move. Hit subscribe. Turn on the bell so you don't miss the next deep dive. Because up next, we're going inside another casino secret most people never even question. Drop a comment below. Have you ever played in a cruise ship casino? Did it feel different from land-based ones? Your stories help other players see the truth. The smartest gamblers aren't the biggest spenders, they're the most aware. Keep learning, keep watching, and never stop questioning the game. You've seen how the house plays. Now it's your turn to play smarter. This is Casino Pro, where we reveal the truth behind the spin. And that wraps up today's exposé. Cruise ship casinos exposed. What they don't want you to know. If you made it here, you re not just another casual player. You re part of a new generation of smart gamblers who understand that awareness, not luck, is the real jackpot. Behind every flashing light, every bonus round, and every winner announcement, there's a system built on psychology, not probability. But now, you know how it works, and more importantly, how to enjoy it without falling for it. At Casino Pro, we don't just reveal secrets, we turn them into lessons. Every video is crafted to help you think like an insider, play like a strategist, and walk away like a pro. So if you found this breakdown valuable, do one thing before you go. Tap like, hit subscribe, and share this video with that one friend who always thinks the next spin will change their life. Let's make smarter play the new standard. The next time you step into a casino, on land or at sea, look around, smile, and remember, you're walking through a machine designed to win. But thanks to knowledge, the only real control in the room now belongs to you. Stay sharp, stay smart, and remember, here at Casino Pro, we don't gamble with the truth, we expose it.